Hello everybody, this is Mike Prey with Keller Williams Realty with your July 2023 local real estate market update. The National Association of Realtors has come out with their projections for the rest of the year, and there's some interesting information there. Of course, as we know, prices are continuing to rise, and that is true in our local area. Also, the median sales price was up 5.3% month over month and ended the month at $440,000. That's the highest median sales price so far this year. Year to date, they're up 3.5%. This time last year, they were at $425,000. So prices are continuing to rise. Wages are not keeping up with inflation. Inflation numbers are getting closer to where the Fed is trying to get them, where the federal government's trying to get them. And so that means that we may not see much more raise in the Fed interest rate. However, at this current time, interest rates remain high. The mortgage interest rate at the end of July was about 6.81, and in some places you'll see 7. So they're kind of hovering around that between 6.8 and 7 mark. Year over year, they're up quite a bit, 1.51 basis points. They were at 5.3 this time last year. So the interest rates are remaining high. That's putting a little bit of pressure on some buyers. It's putting a little bit of pressure on demand. However, demand is remaining quite high because we just have a lot of people moving to DFW, a lot of people looking for housing. Rents are close to or equivalent to what it would cost to buy a house, and so people are still looking to buy. The NRA is projecting that mortgage rates will be at 6.4% by year end. Now, all projections, we need to kind of take them with a grain of salt because a lot of things can happen in variables, a lot of variables to that. And they're continuing to project that they'll be in around 6% in 2024. I've seen projections as low as 4.5% by 2024. And so, probably somewhere between 6 and 4.5%, depending on how optimistic you are about what's going to happen. But why is that important? Why our inventory remains low and remains tight? Our home sales are down, and that's usually, they were down 16% month over month. They're down 4.4% over this time last year. And that has a lot to do with available inventory and the interest rate. And we continue to see inventory shrink. We're at 2.23 months of inventory right now. That means if we didn't put any more homes on the market, it would take 2.23 months to sell all the homes available at the current pace of sales. Available inventory continues to shrink, so homes available to buy continues to shrink. Well, that tends to support that demand, along with shrinking inventory tends to support prices. And if we couple that with, at some point here, it supports price increases. At some point, it's projected that we're going to see interest rates start to come back down, and that can create a situation where prices escalate dramatically because there's high demand, low inventory, and low interest rates. And so what does that mean to you? Well, for some of you, it means you don't do anything. You just stay where you are. For some of you, if you have some real estate goals or have a need to be able to sell your home and buy another home, it might make sense to do that now. If you're listing your home, you'll get a high return because of the continuing accumulated appreciation. And if you are buying, some are hesitant to buy because of the low interest rates, or the high interest rates. But one scenario, you want to capture things at a lower price if you can. There are some strategies to mitigate the interest rate. One of those is like a 2-1 buy down, where you would pay an interest rate for the first year that's 2 basis points below the current interest rate. So if the interest rate's 7 now, you would pay 5% for the first year, 6% for the second year, and then the third year you would pay 7%. So you'd save a lot of money in those first 2 years. And if projections hold true and interest rates do go down, you can refinance at a lower interest rate, and that's a strategy that is working well for many people. So you can sell your home, buy a new home, mitigate the interest rates through financing strategies, and some lenders are even offering refinancing after you do a 2-1 buy down with them at a very low or no refinancing fees. So that's just one take on the market, one thing that's possible. I would encourage you, if you're trying to get into the market and buy a home and you want to know what would work for your specific situation, give me a call or text me. Shoot me an email. If you're watching this on social media, you can message me, and we can set up to help you look at your particular situation, where you currently are, and what would be best for you to do to be able to get into the real estate market. If you're wanting to list your home and sell your home, the same thing applies. Let's talk about it. Every situation is different. It may be a great time for you to do that, or it might be better for you to stand pat. But once again, give me a call at 469-446-0234. You can text me at that same number. You can email me at mikepray2@gmail.com, or message me on social media, and I'd be glad to talk with you and help you set a strategy that works best for you. Thank you for watching. The real estate market is ever changing, and I am keeping up with it for you so you don't have to. And I look forward to talking with you if you need my help, and I look forward to talking with you next month. Thank you. Have a great month. Bye.